Hello and welcome to Learning Left-Handed. Now, what we're going to talk about this fine and beautiful day is we are going to start off with a quick note. This is episode 80, so we have some new logos. We hope you enjoy them. And let us begin. Okay, what we can talk about today? Well, ladies and gentlemen, and I do mean a lot of ladies, you guys, you ladies have been pushing higher and higher in the ratings. So a big shout out to all of you. Thank you so much for listening. Guys, share it with people. I don't care who it is. Try and get your way back up there. I know you can do it. Okay, what are we talking about today? Well, we are talking about three things. But before we talk about these three things, I hope you listened in to last week where we done our first compilation. Basically, we got some of the older episodes that maybe you haven't seen, put them together. It's perfect for a road trip. My cyclist friends out there have been saying they are annoyed they have to go for an advert every 10 minutes because, things are about 10 to 15 minutes long. So I put loads of them together, put 5, so it's an hour long, and you don't have to deal with Spotify adverts. Isn't that brilliant? Okay, let us begin. We're going to be talking about the 48th law, the 48 laws of power, and we're going to be talking about law number 18. Now this one is, do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. What that means is isolation exposes to more dangers than it protects you from. It cuts you off from valuable information, makes you an easy target. So mingle. You are shielded from your enemies by the crowd. What does this mean? Basically means is everyone knows where the king lives. He is in the castle. We all understand that. This isn't a chess reference, even though you can do a move called castling. Anyway, basically, don't put yourself into a fortress because people can always climb the walls, and all it does is stops information coming to you. It's better to be fluid, move with the crowd, as the amazing thing says. Now listen to the keys to this power. Fortresses cut you off from help and cut your flexibility. Power depends on social interaction and circulation. All activity should revolve around you, and you should be aware of everything happening on the street. Isolation can make you paranoid. Force yourself into more and more different circles. Now, what this means is you need to go out there and get different groups of friends. I'm not saying you have to keep them separate, but you never know what happens. You know what the famous book says, 1 plus 1 doesn't always equal 2, sometimes equals 3. Great book, by the way. We will be covering that at some point. Now, what this means is you may think you're the most intelligent person on earth, but as Einstein likes to say, he was thrown out of college the first year for not knowing several subjects. He knew physics and he knew mathematics, so that's about it. Highly recommend the series called Genius. I've been watching it. It covers him and Mr. Picasso, and I believe Aretha Franklin. I haven't got that far yet, but I will tell you next week with relish. Now, so a lot of people on this podcast, listen to this podcast, are introverted, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that's just another form of fortress that you hide behind. And I highly recommend you get out from behind there and do something. Get some friends. There's this great app called Boo. That's BOO. You'll be able to find some friends using it. I have, and, well, we go and do loads of things together. So if you're in London, leave a little comment under and I'll try and get back to you. Okay. So that really sums up the Law 18. Don't build fortresses to protect yourself because it just puts you into isolation. And who wants to be isolated, really? Apart from Hemingway or someone like that. But we all know what happened to him. Rest in peace, Mr. Hemingway. Okay, now we're going to go over to our second part today, which is Essential Marketing Workflows. This is part 3. I highly recommend you go and listen to part 2 and 1 on episode 78 and 76, respectively. Okay, let us begin. Social media marketing. Number 1, source internal content and manage posting calendar. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do one line number 1, number 2, number 3, etc. And I'm going to explain an example of how that will be how to work for you. For example, have you heard of the piano company Steinbach? These are one of the first that was the first that I'm aware of, probably there was others, that let people see behind the scenes. So they did, I believe, 62 videos on how to build a piano, how they do it at least. And do you want to know what happened? Their sales quadrupled during that time. Exactly. 2. Monitor feeds and curate external content, aka what you can't make inside, go and make it outside. Do a poll, do a battle, in their case, battle of the pianos. They set up 2 pianos and had up-and-coming piano musicians play it out against each other. Dueling pianos. It was brilliant. Then the next one went on and on, and I believe the number 1 won a piano, so all good in that sense. 3. Post internal and curated text, photo, and video updates. Okay, within your own company, you tell them what's about to come, and then they will put that, and you'll also put it out saying video dropping in 2 days, and you put like a countdown. It's cheesy, but hey, it works. Next, number 4, monitor responses and engage with followers. Okay, every time one of you guys leave a comment, I respond back to it. I make sure, and I pride myself, I try and do that as fast as possible. So I really do enjoy your comments. You've given me a lot of ideas of what I can bring to the table, which with a table full of writers is difficult, but fun. Number 5. Run analytics to inform strategies. Okay, you've been doing this a while now. You've done a few different ones. You've seen what works, what doesn't work. All this does is show you what to do more of and see what type of thing you can try out as well. Because you never know what's going to work out there until you try it. Unless you're trying to sell something incredibly, incredibly stupid. Yes, I'm talking to you, inventor of the talking toilet. Incredibly crazy. Okay. For our final part today, which I don't like saying at the best of times, but hey-o, final part, is we're going to go back to the old TikTok. This is part 37, So, we have a few things that we found and during the last few days on TikTok that we think would be very helpful for a lot of you. Okay, first things first. We've found some great sites to be a digital marketer. Now, I know AI is taking your jobs left, right, and centre. That's why I am trying to push as much money onto you guys as possible. I want you to milk it dry, undercut, do whatever you need to do, because I believe in you. And I don't believe in a lot of people. Now, these best websites are, and I suggest that you write them down. So it's ZVZoo. That's ZVZOO. That's the first one. Really good. All of these have been recommended by my digital marketing friends, and I have a few of them. Okay, next, CJ Affiliate for your, obviously, affiliate stuff. It's great. Go check that out. Next, ClickBank. Now, they are always looking for more people on there. The pay is not brilliant, admittedly, but hey, do a few of them. Got spare time. Everyone's got some commuting time these days. Do it then. Next, Amazon. Obviously, they're always looking for digital marketers to write the descriptions for them. Get in there before they create their own AI to do that for them. Quickly. Next, we have Rakuten. Now, this would help if you speak more than one language, because they always look for other language speakers as well, because obviously you get twice as much work, or 3 times, depending on which languages they need at the time. Now, the last one on this is a win. I'm not entirely sure on this one myself, but I've been told great things. Go check that out. Next. Now, lots of you guys have been looking for some software to help with your business. So we found a few of them. Hopefully it'll help. You ready for them? Brilliant. You're going to use something called Kajabi. That's Kajabi. Now, this is for your digital products, your landing pages, and your websites. It's brilliant. I've used it before, and I still do for many of my online products. Next, ActiveCampaign, which is email marketing. It's a big push, and you need it. Monday.com. That's the software that runs the entire show. It is brilliant. Everyone uses it, so you know it's going to be good. Go check that out. Okay. And for a final one today, because we have bored you to tears with some of the things we've talked about today, but hey ho, is how to make your house seem nicer. First things first, you're going to want to maximize natural light. What this means is that basically you don't cover up stuff. You keep your windows open and you make it look bright as possible. You want to make it smell nice. So what I recommend with that is you bake some bread. It's not a difficult thing to do. Just don't burn it. Next, have a coat rack. Because a coat rack says to everyone that you're open to entertain and that you're going to show people, hey, brilliant, thank you for coming. Stick your coat up there and it looks nice, not dusty, not, oh, I'm just going to throw it over the back of a chair or anything. That just looks sad. Next, get a nice shower curtain. If you're trying to sell a place, swap out your old curtain for a new one. Yes, you do. Oh, and yeah, this goes without saying. Buy some good toilet paper and make it look nice. Also, everyone likes a trash can bag, aka you've got the bin and you put the bag in it. It looks a lot nicer than the other options. Oh, and clean up. I should go without saying, but lots of people think, oh, should I really bother doing the dusting? Yes. If there's something you wouldn't like to see when you're looking for a house, they won't like to see it either, will they? Okay, folks, this has been brilliant. No Art by Loch for the foreseeable few weeks, unfortunately. He has decided he doesn't have time to do the 80s with us. Hopefully he'll be back with the 90s, but hey ho, we might find someone else. Anyway, as always, I wanted to say thank you for learning left-handed.